Hello and welcome to this year's 2020 Minecon or Minecraft Live event with Darianna and Viking and myself. Lady Random can't be here, and Desco Payne might be joining us. He had to feed his children
Yeah.
for some reason, you know.
Apparently
Anyways,
you need to feed them, which is a new thing for us.
yeah, you know, we're going to make our predictions for what we think is going to be the next update and, other things. So they're going to start off with what the next update's going to be. What do you guys think it's going to be, Dari?
Um. Well, they are looking at doing
Mountains.
Oh, yeah,
but they've got one of the mobs is the isolager, so I think it's going to be something to do with that kind of a biome. Obviously, with the new mob over there, I think it's going to have something to do with that. And yeah, like Viking said, they're looking to do more with the mountains as well, so that would make sense.
Yeah, that he would fit in well with the mountains. All right, Viking, what do you think?
I'm not sure. The isolated villager is going to be another annoying sound.
Yeah.
But saying that, the cow they got coming in is going to moo, and it's something to do with bees.
Yeah.
I don't see the point in that, to be honest.
Yeah. I think, since the last couple of years, yeah, you can. I think. I don't know. At least log.zip's version you could. The last 2 years it's been a biome vote, right? And then and then the year before that was when we voted for the flying thing, which I can't think of right offhand. Phantoms. And this year it's just 3 reskinned items. So I don't. So I'm thinking they're either going to be doing the cave update that everybody wants. You know, it's got over 50,000 votes.
Yeah.
Or they're going to be adding in the rest of the biomes that were not voted for previously. So it might be a biome update. I know other people are mentioning like an end update. The end was updated, in 2016?
Yeah, with the end cities and all that.
Right, and people are like, oh, well, it's boring. It's like, at least it, something's been done with it,
Yeah.
Where biomes, the big biome update was what, 1.7 or 1.8?
Caves do need a bit of
DSP.
Bosses.
All right, let's see. He just joined. All right,
more bosses. They need more bosses.
More bosses, yeah. Let's get him to join the call here. Hang on a second, guys.
I'm gonna go and see if DR's got any cobblestone we can turn into.
Oh, I've got a bit of cobblestone down there. So about 10,000 pieces of it. Okay, yeah, we got
10,000 cobble. And all you need is some stones.
1 minute left on this until this starts. It looks like they're doing the whole intro thing here.
Yeah, I've got that on the background. So
yeah, get that added to my screen here.
Oh, thank you. Oh yeah.
There we go. And unmuted.
You throw it upwards. Throwing it upwards doesn't work.
Come on. There we go. And get that fish.
class of 2020 to a 2-day music festival with over 60 artists performing back-to-back to celebrate. With the help of some of the most talented
I wonder if you can like get
they
the
hosted it all in a
the
reimagined
heck.
version of Berkeley's Greek Theater.
This project grew to scales that we
What was
never
that one?
expected.
On top of all of this,
Throw a
we
stone
found
and skip
all
it
of
for
this
more
attention
6 or
given
more
towards
tiles.
a good cause,
I
which is
literally
why
just spammed it.
I just hit a fish. Didn't kill it, but I hit it.
Lydia Winters.
Oh my goodness.
Hey!
All right.
Hey, DSP's got a dark hammer.
I want to get this achievement where you kill something. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Oh, sorry.
Hey!
Die, 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 die.
I think you have to hit a mob, not. What, they're announcing them.
Oh, I've run out of stones. Oh man.
Do you want me to make you some more, Dari?
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to Minecraft Live 2020. I'm Lydia Winters, your host and chief storyteller for Mojang Studios.
Caves.
We're coming to you live from
Caves and
Southwest
cliffs.
Sweden, the birthplace of Minecraft. Some of our amazing team members couldn't be here today, so we recorded the Minecraft Earth and Creator Tools segments in Redmond earlier this week. We are so thankful you're joining us. Before we get started, we want to
Caves and
acknowledge
cliffs.
the number of
Sounds good.
challenges facing
Yeah.
the world right now, as well as the mental, physical, and emotional toll those challenges are taking on all of us. With that in mind, we want to give the opportunity today to take a breath, have fun, enjoy the games we love, and celebrate all of you, our incredible Minecraft community. It won't all be easy. You'll have to decide which mob to vote into the game, which, based on votes in previous years, will be super tough. You'll not only get to hear about what's coming to your favorite Minecraft games, you'll also hear directly from the development teams.
Can we throw rocks at each other?
Today knowing
Oh, I can.
Ow!
coming to Minecraft and
Hey!
the team has made those decisions. An insider's look at what's brewing at Mojang Studios. Today, we're kicking things off with the announcement of the... We're gonna tell you right now.
Ooh.
Hi, Agnes and Brandon.
Hi.
Let's do this.
So, okay. The next update is the update that we know that so many of you, and well, so many of us as well, has been wanting for such a long time. It's...
How did DSP get that achievement with about phone 4?
Oh, caves and cliffs.
It must feel amazing to be able to tell everyone that.
Seriously, like, I'm so excited about this. I mean, even before I joined Mojang, I was always thinking about, like, when is the cave update gonna come? And this is it, but it's also got the cliffs as well. It's got the mountains. Like, this is such a big update, and I'm so excited.
How are you feeling, Agnes?
great. Like, no, it's so good. So we have been working on this update for quite long, and we're like, we can't wait to tell everyone. And now we just announced it.
So we're actually getting our first live look at some reactions.
Make them dangerous. That's what they need to do.
Those mobs are very, very excited. This year we asked some of our communities to submit questions that that we'll answer across the show. This first question definitely feels like something everyone wants to know.
Mi pregunta es, ¿por qué se han tardado tanto en actualizar las cuevas y cuándo llegarán? En verdad que hemos estado pidiendo esto por muchísimo tiempo.
I like the fact that she hasn't done her hair whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could have run a brush for it, love.
That's a very good question.
Either that or she's had like zero sleep.
We have been dreaming about it for so long, so it felt so important for us to do it right. Like we don't want to rush it. But now,
Well, what time is it in Sweden right now? I guess it's only like
understand
5 or 6.
we have for the
I
update,
guess, I don't know.
to make sure that we understand
I think they're a little bit ahead of us, so.
Yeah.
and we've also planned around it to make sure that we really can work together with the community to make this. And
Yes, I killed a fish.
Creative hair, yes.
also hired some new amazing developers to the team.
And you're one of the amazing developers, Brandon.
Yeah, I joined this year in January, and I actually came from the community. I used to do modding for 10 years. One of the first mods I worked on was the Aether, which is like a dimension that had sky islands and stuff. And yeah, I'm just so happy to be here and work on an update this epic.
I'm so happy to have you.
We have another creator question.
Hi, I'm the Pink Dummy Diva, and this is my question. Are you making the caves more advanced for
Try and hit the dolphin.
so they can mine deep, or are you making them more accessible and easy to navigate for newer players?
Such a great question.
Yeah, I mean, with this update, we're making sure that we can have as much variation as possible within the actual caves themselves. But we want to make sure that the old caves
Are those berries?
possible to keep that classic feel.
Yeah, and we really
What?
also look
Cave.
to make sure that we have something for
Lush caves, apparently. Here we go.
We have such a huge community, and it's also a very diverse community, and that's such a beautiful thing.
Oh, they're so lush.
Everyone. So actually,
They look just like the caves that we have on here. You have some caves like that on here.
fulfill that goal.
Yeah.
So cool. And you had such a big thought process on how you decide what even goes into
Yes.
an update this big.
Yeah, we have spent quite a lot of time on just making sure that we have a very good fundament for the update. For example, we did the player style mapping, and we've also worked with design pillars. So the design pillars, they kind of describe the vision of the update. So for example, they help us when we prioritize between different features, and also when we design each specific feature. And we have 3 pillars for this update. And the first one is actually all about the spectacular mountains, the snowy snow, and the mischievous goats. Because at last year's live, the players voted for these features, and we felt like it's so important to deliver on that promise. So we actually wanted to have it as a pillar.
Yeah, and another pillar that we actually integrated into this was...
Did someone hit the
strategy in
dolphin?
mining. So of course Minecraft already has plenty of strategy in mining, but we wanted to see if we could push that just a little bit further.
Why are we trying to kill a
More mechanics that are
dolphin?
interesting for players to mine in the caves.
I'm not trying to kill him. He's just getting in the way.
Is to create an underground of market
Got in the way.
for players. And that pillar is a lot about adding variation to the underground, and contrast, and inspire players to craft their own underground adventures and build underground. And one thing we have done
New
to
plans.
build this pillar is that we have added new cave biomes, and one of them is the lush.
Okay, I must be a little bit behind you guys as far as the video, because you mentioned lush caves and I'm just now hearing about it. So
It does look like ether stuff though. If he's had anything to do, because he made the ether, didn't he?
Yeah.
Not the ether. Yeah, the ether.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Ah, so that makes sense.
Wow, more particle effects to
We wanted to
delete.
make sure that, of course, in Minecraft, all the original caves, they're pretty much the same. There's not much variation in terms of vegetation or different features inside of it. So for this, we wanted something which is a bit more...
That's called the glow berries.
So basically, you can take the berries and make a lush cave wherever you want to.
We're thinking about, okay,
Hmm.
lush caves,
Am I understanding this right?
and we wanted to make sure that we have a very good balance between the different features. So for example, they help us when we design each specific feature. And we have 3 pillars for this update. And the first one is actually all about adding variation to the underground, and one of them is the lush.
okay.
Am I understanding this right?
Okay, I am behind you guys, so let me see if I can get this.
Too long, so this will actually make you fall through.
Okay.
However, after a few seconds, it'll come back up. So it's kind of this like platforming block that allows you to just
Drip leaf plant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was probably about a minute behind you for some reason.
Yeah, you can build
Ah.
your own platforming levels, and then they will repair themselves.
I reckon the glow berries though will be good for like your build, Dari.
Mm.
Beautiful in there.
It would be nature's.
Actually a mob coming to the lush cave.
Oh, mob.
There
All
it
right.
is. But we will actually not
Gremlin.
tell you about this mob now, because in the end of the show we will show even more features coming to the Caves and Cliffs update, and then we're gonna show that mob.
This is the first time we have so much that we're actually splitting the update section into two at the beginning and
It's
towards
gonna
the
be a
end.
gremlin or a gnome.
It's so exciting.
You've also worked on improving the cave generation.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as you can see here, I mean, this is drastically different to what caves used to look like. And there's definitely still the old style of caves, but we wanted to make sure that there was much more variety in the sort of caves, and the shapes and the sizes you could get. And even here, you can see water underground.
Yes.
Hmm.
So we actually added something we call local water levels. So in one cave you might find like a cave lake, and another cave might not have that one. And this also means that we get naturally generated waterfalls,
Yeah.
which is so pretty. And it also kind of gives like new
Waterlogged
ways to
caves.
traverse the underground. You can actually go cave rafting.
Yeah, so you'll see
Just
that
oh, look at that.
That is nice.
Mm.
and that is just such an exciting opportunity to be able to traverse the caves in a very different
Imagine the potential there.
We were playtesting.
You don't have to you don't have to TNT a whole massive load out.
It was a lot of fun.
So another thing to note here is that you could see that a lot of the ores were actually glowing. This is just for
No,
preview purposes.
that's mean.
They're gonna glow now. It's just that the caves tend to be quite dark, and we want to make sure that players can see the shapes of the cave.
Now, will that only be for the like normal caves, or will this run across all of the new cave biomes?
Yeah, so the really cool thing is that like the new cave shapes and sizes is completely independent from the new biomes. So that means that we have so much variation. Because for example, a lush cave can for example generate in a super narrow tunnel, but it can also generate in like a huge cavern, and that creates completely different atmospheres, but it's still the same biome. So we're really gonna have lots of variation underground now.
You've been calling two of the different cave types spaghetti and Swiss cheese? Like that's how varied the caves could be?
Yes, I mean, there are so many different variables of how the variation works, and I mean, it has even more variation than the overworld itself. It's just crazy.
It's a lot.
Just watching them on map and just seeing purple dots fly around.
Some are like flat, some are tall, lots of variation.
Very nice. And you have another new cave biome to show us.
Ooh.
Yes, so we have the
Alright.
dripstone cave.
Ooh.
And when
Ooh.
update, the
Ouch.
image of stalagmites and stalactites
That looks better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Adding these are pretty difficult. You know, it's a very unique shape that Minecraft isn't really accustomed to. But I think the way that the artist put it into Minecraft works quite well. And of course,
Huh, cool.
surrounding this, you
Ooh.
can see that someone destroyed the block up the top, and so the dripstone fell down.
Oh, impaling.
And yes.
Here, if you fall on these dripstones, you will get hurt.
I can see someone modding that so you actually see them fall through the spike.
Oh.
In the video that like from the stalactites you could see that it was like dripping water. So actually if you put a cauldron under a stalactite it will fill up with water. So it's renewable water.
And how do you remember which is stalactites and stalagmites?
Mites
That's a
go
very good
down.
question.
The mites go up.
Very tricky to remember that. But I think I learned. So we actually it's hold on tight to stalactite. I was going to say the wrong one. So stalactite is in the roof and stalagmite is on the floor.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We've been practicing that, all of us.
For a long time, like even.
And you have something really amazing in this
Oh.
update for the sort of redstone engineers out there.
Oh, Coolio will be happy with this.
So we've actually been thinking about in the deep dark, a new biome at the deepest depths of the world.
It's not a new biome for modded people.
Biome too much today, but we are going to show some of the blocks and maybe later a mob that comes from it. So if we look at the video, we can actually see that it's basically this growth, and this is called the skulk blocks. And one of the blocks is called the skulk sensor. This is the new redstone block. As you can see, when you place or destroy a block, or if you have footsteps, it'll actually detect the vibrations around and then emit a redstone signal. So this is
Doesn't that look very similar to the
even have a mechanic around it where you can
what's that mod called?
Wool occlusion to essentially prevent signals from being able to
Wireless redstone.
get into the skulk sensor.
Good thinking.
Let's take a look at that now.
It looks similar to the stuff where you have to do Necronomicon stuff.
And as you can see here, I walked next to the skulk sensor, and it's actually kind of doing an infinite loop where the piston is causing a vibration, and then it's activating the skulk sensor and going over and over again. But here, I've actually put a wool block in between the piston, which prevents the signal from going to the skulk sensor.
I just like the sound. The sound is so cute.
Jiggle stone DS.
Only allow it to detect vibrations in front of it.
So that's a good block.
You know, it can be a snowball hit, it could be an arrow, it could be footsteps, it could be blocks, anything.
So cool.
So that'd be nice for your hidden doors, better than pressure plates.
Because we realized that we get wireless redstone thanks to skulk sensor.
Yes.
So, and we didn't even plan to add it. But then when we started playtesting, we're like, wait, wireless redstone, that's so exciting. And well, we can just build so many cool things with that. And it's exciting to see what the community will build.
Yeah, you're really looking for community feedback to make sure this like feels great for everyone.
Absolutely. I think because this is such a unique mechanic, we really want to make sure that we get it right. And, you know, we love the redstone community and we want to make sure that we do it right. So any feedback you have, any ideas, send it to us and we will work with you to make this the best block that it can be.
And now, we said there's another mob coming later, but I think it's time for a new mob coming to the Caves and Cliffs update.
It is. And this is a very
I've stopped the time moving so we don't have to keep sleeping.
Oh, okay.
of the underground. It's really dark. And this is a very dark place. And the cool thing is that this mob is very well adapted to the environment. So it can't see anything. So it's the
Oh, it's going to be able to sense it.
And that's very interesting because it gives such interesting mechanics. So instead, it will react to vibrations, just like the skulk sensor block. So if you aren't like very careful when you walk around in the deep dark, you might upset that mob.
Yeah, with this mob, we really wanted to make sure that we kind of recaptured that feeling of the first night of Minecraft. And like we can often forget that Minecraft can be a pretty scary game. So we wanted to make sure that we could kind of go back to that. I mean, caves can be scary.
Imagine the RTX in the deep dark.
All I'm going to say is that when you go into the deep dark, I want to make sure that you're very quiet and watch closely for the warden.
Ooh. So you have to creep.
So creeping won't set off the jiggle.
Yeah, but placing torches would. That grey stone does look nice though.
Mm.
They look like sea cucumbers, but
Yeah.
I like the pulsing. That should get. I reckon if that gets worse as you get closer to. As like a warden gets closer to you, that'd be cool.
No, I don't like it.
Ooh.
I don't like it.
Doesn't that look like the Twilight Forest's mushroom Minotaur?
Yeah. A little bit.
Punisher.
It seems like they're drawing an awful lot from modded this year, even with the names. You know, Deep Dark.
I like what they're doing with the Deep Dark though, but
Yeah.
that is.
It's quite scary.
I like the clicking noises, but yeah.
What did we just see?
Yeah, that's true.
It's very different.
Dungeons as well.
I'm really excited for this because
Pulling from
you know, it's
dungeons.
trying to be scary. It's, you know, we had to keep a balance to it. It was very challenging to design a mob like this. Another thing that's really important to note is in that video, I was wearing
Wow.
netherite armor, so it's very powerful. You definitely want to watch that up. Yeah.
Which I think also is such an interesting gameplay, because like if you want to, you can avoid it, but then you need to really be careful, like sneak all the time to not make like any kind of movement that it will detect. But that's a lot of fun, and it's like feels scary, but in the good way.
And you wanted to kind of take everyone
So,
through their
killing it, what do you get
with the warden.
from killing it?
I mean, I had such an amazing experience when I first played Minecraft. Like, it was
And what would that lead to? Like, why would you have a need to kill it?
but you know, 10 years later.
But that would be just amazing, because you hear so many lovely first night stories.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, or killing too many could summon another boss.
So we hope to
Yeah.
get that experience again.
Unless, yeah, killing it leads to one of the bigger bosses that they were talking about.
But also
Yeah.
really, really terrible.
Yeah,
They need
kinda
more
like,
bosses.
We actually
Ooh.
on like so like how does scariness look in Minecraft? 'Cause
Yeah.
we wanted to be very scary, and we didn't want to take away from the scariness, but we felt let's add some derpiness to it. So for example, we added the mouth. I love the mouth. And some actually reacted like, oh, it's so cute, which I think it's more scary, but I think we find like the perfect balance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Soul Sand.
Well, you've been sitting up here. You just announced an update that everyone has been waiting for, and we actually have some tweets that have come in.
Oh yeah, if you get killed so many times, his chest gets more souls in it. That would be cool.
Oh, even more tweets. So, it's lovely. It's like we really developed this game together with the community, and now to see that people are so happy, that feels so good.
Yeah, honestly, it's such a privilege to work on a game like this and an update like this, and we just love this game, and we want to make the best update that we can for everyone.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Agnes and Brandon. That was a lot of amazing new things. Don't forget that we have another segment full of even more cave updates later on in the show. Now let's head over to our Minecraft Live correspondent, Boo Booey. I hear he has a first look at something you all voted into the game.
Did we vote it in?
Hello, Minecrafters of the world. I'm Boo Booey, and I'm here once again to help all of you at home to choose a mob that will go into Minecraft. But first, we have a message from our good friend Max Brooks,
Yeah.
author of our first Minecraft novel, with some exciting news.
Hey, Minecraft community.
I don't like that every time they bring the name up, it makes a creeper sound.
Thank you so much for embracing my book, and I hope you enjoy the sequel, Minecraft the Mountain, where our character leaves the island and paddles to a strange snow-covered world and discovers another castaway, and together the two of them have to find their way home. Minecraft the Mountain, coming out in 2021, available for pre-order right now. And as always, thank you for embracing all Minecraft books.
That sounds awesome! Another Minecraft novel, and this one's called The Mountain. Speaking of mountains, remember last year's vote? It was a fierce competition, but the mountains won after 2 intense rounds of voting. Well, I have a sneak peek into what your vote is bringing to Minecraft on the cliff side of the Caves and Cliffs update.
Nah.
Goats. They're both mischievous and adorable at the same time. As you can see, they live on the mountains, and if you aren't careful, they might knock you off. They also have excellent jumping skills. We'll also get better mountain generation with spectacular and more dramatic mountains with height-dependent generation. That means things like tree lines and mountaintops that will be more challenging with lots of snow and ice. And speaking of snow, yes, it will
Not more snow! No way!
a new block called powder snow, which would be a kind of trap block. It looks similar to snow, but if you or a mob walk on it, you will fall right through. Now let's talk about this year's vote. We have 3 awesome mobs for you to choose from. And to introduce them, we once again have Tiny Agnes and Tiny Jens. Let's see what they have to show.
Oh, bees and moobloons are friends, just like we are, right, Agnes?
These friendly cows live in
Okay.
the forest biome, yellow as sunshine and covered in beautiful flowers. What's not to love?
Yeah, I saw these before.
We are friends, right, Agnes?
Why do we have to record these videos on an actual mountain? They are animated.
The isolager is a new illager that lives on mountain tops. It's a hostile mob that attacks you with clouds of flying ice.
You did pack the supplies we need to survive the night up here, right? Yeah.
How are they speaking?
Do you
Blah, blah, blah.
Exactly.
Not me. I always wish for world peace.
Sure you do. Well, wish no more. Meet the glow squid. Wow.
Oh, does it hypnotize you then?
Say again.
Yeah, we'll see.
Minecraft.
Can't talk. Must admire glow.
Agnes, Jens, it's really distracting. They're so tiny, and they're so susceptible to distraction. Hopefully that won't happen to you. Now let's go over how... Hello? Oh, hi, Tiny Agnes.
Dari,
Hmm.
look at this one.
Live right now. Oh,
Whoa!
well, you
Click this
really
bit here,
shouldn't
look.
read too many
Can you see this where I'm standing? Look.
Okay.
Loads of players and blocks here.
Bye. Tiny Agnes.
Just stand there. Go ahead.
know that she and Tiny
You,
Jens
if you left right click there.
Okay, where was I? And why do people keep leaving phones around the studio? Now let's go over how you can be a part
What do you-
of what is likely to be an epic.
Can you not see the thing saying right click
Be made with
there?
your voice. Be ready to
I am right clicking and nothing's happening.
Make sure you have a Twitter account. If you don't, go to
Do you have your ring in your hand?
account and make sure you're logged
Yeah.
in.
That might be why.
When the voting starts.
Oh.
Then you'll need to go to
Oh, not in that direction.
account to find the votes poll. Think carefully, debate with your friends and family, make a
Face that
decision,
way and put it down
then
that way.
vote on the mob you want to make it into Minecraft. There will
Oh,
be
whoa!
sessions, and I'll let you know when each one begins. For now, keep dreaming and keep dreaming.
Do that again.
My name is
Cisneros.
Whee!
I'm the gameplay producer for Minecraft. I'm so excited to be a part of Minecraft Live this year.
Minecraft Earth was okay, but then it just dropped off, didn't it?
You need to take the ring out of your hand.
Take
Take
out.
take your light ring out. There you go. Now click on it.
Wow. While everyone has been discovering new hobbies, I have been logging in each day to collect a new adventure crystal, which lets me play live
Yeah.
adventures in
No
all
rings and no stones. Empty hand.
My dogs are very confused to say the least. It seems like I'm not the only one who's been going on those adventures. We've had more than 5 million adventures played throughout early access. Holy Moobloom, that is amazing! I've also been completing season and daily challenges to collect mobs, even more adventure crystals, and exclusive character creator items that can also be used in Bedrock. Sometimes, when the weather is just right in my house, lightning strikes and a new mob is made. Later this month, we have 2 new mobs joining Minecraft Earth, and I hear they're going to make quite a splash. Speaking of mobs,
Our beloved Moobloom from Minecraft Earth has a chance to be brought into vanilla. How cool is that? Now, I'm not going to tell you who you should vote for, but what I am saying is, one of these mobs is definitely way more adorable than the rest, so choose wisely. In our last couple releases, you may have noticed that we added Slime Ball and Slime Blocks. With that, I'm super excited to let you know that we are adding pistons and sticky pistons to Minecraft Earth.
You guys playing Minecraft Earth at all?
Oh, not forever.
It won't run on my phone, and I'm not going to buy a phone just to play that game. So
It was alright to start with, but
it kind of sucks when you live in a place where you don't get much around you.
Mm.
And this is my 1974 VW bus. There's no air conditioning, there's no heating, there's no radio, there's no anti-locking brakes, no power steering. I've owned it for about 4 years, and to be frankly honest, it's pants. Times were definitely different in the 1970s, so it's ridiculously slow, and it's definitely lacking some of the modern...
we're going on about a car.
car these days.
We are embarking on a grand tour of England, going from the south coast up to Wales, and it's going to take us 3 whole days.
I'll be honest, Graham, mate, would you class that as a grand tour?
Well, yes, we have no radio, so it's going to feel a lot longer.
But you see, this isn't a regular road trip in a rubbish old van, this is a Minecraft Earth road trip in a rubbish old van. With Minecraft Earth being a game you can play on the move, we thought we would travel to a bunch of different locations in the UK. Some of them are iconic, some of them just feel very Minecrafty, and some of them are barely linked to Minecraft at all, but we just really wanted to go to them, so we did. Oh, he took it out on the guy next to him.
We also had a go at integrating Minecraft Earth with real life. Minecraft Earth Frisbee is a bit of a challenge.
Sorry.
Minecraft Earth Badminton can be quite dangerous to onlookers.
Sorry, Josh.
And real-life sand blocks are alarmingly difficult to construct.
If I just film this angle...
Need more water in that.
All in all, though, the road trip was a huge success and we had a lot of fun. You can expect to see the full-length episodes appearing on our channels very, very soon.
Wow, it looks like Mumbo Jumbo and Grian had quite the Minecraft Earth adventures. At Mojang Studios, we've also been making more...
Why does she keep measuring fish?
Minecraft YouTube channel. Our goal is to create shows that
big fish.
Is this big? But not that big. And then I caught one that was that big.
And guess what? We have lots more awesome Minecraft content on the way. Here's a look at what shows you'll find on our channel.
Here's 10 things you didn't know about
Yo to the yo-yo. My name is Jens, I'm here.
Wait, no! Stop!
Can Steve punch cactus without getting hurt?
I know cactus has pricklies, but punching a tree probably hurts too.
Everyone just starts panicking. Please like and subscribe. I've always wanted to say that. But really, you should. It's good stuff. In 2017, you voted for the terror that is the Phantom. And I personally have not forgiven you for that.
Tiger. Oh, I was thinking a tiger animal. I was like, what?
Last year, it was the mountains, with our soon-to-be friends, the goats. What will you, the Minecraft community, do this year? Let's review our choices once more. I was inspired by some of the amazing handcrafted things I've seen made by our community over the years.
He didn't make them.
I decided to make my
No way.
of our 3 mob
No.
choices. Hi, babies. For illustrative purposes. I think I did a pretty great job. Took me 3 months.
Nah, you didn't.
Anyway, all the way from Minecraft Dungeons, we have the Iceologer. They make clouds of ice that smash down on whomever they are attacking. Not quite as chill as they look. From Minecraft Earth, we have the adorable Moobloom. I hear they may come with a new flower, the Buttercup, and I'm pretty sure they'll be best pals with bees. Also from Minecraft Earth, the Glow Squid. As the tiny trio will surely attest,
They sure are distracting.
Oh, so imagine looking at a glow squid and it gives you a debuff where you can't move.
Yeah.
But you're underwater, so you're drowned.
Here, look at this.
Before we start the second and final poll. Now, though, I'd like to welcome Laura to
Now right click on it.
talk about the dungeoniest Minecraft game ever, Minecraft Dungeons. Hello, Laura.
Hi.
Thanks for
Oh.
I am a game designer.
Yes!
I am the one that gets to decide how difficult the bosses are. So sorry about that one.
That's a cool axe.
I think people will blame you for that.
I was looking at the portal to the void.
While I have you here on the stage, which mob are you voting for?
I think if I don't say I am voting for the Isolager, my team will kill me. So, but it's an amazing mob. It brings a lot of fun to dungeons, and I think it will bring a lot of fun to Minecraft as well.
Okay. I figured you would say that, but I had to ask. So tell me about the launch of Dungeons this year.
Oh wow, that was quite the ride. It was such a crazy launch. I don't think anybody in the team expected to ever release a game from home. So we were all sitting in this like massive Teams call and like sharing streams with each other and sharing videos and comments from players, and it was very good. It was fun in a different way.
What would you say was your favorite thing from the release?
I think it was how people came together to play the game. It was very fun to see parents like show their children dungeon crawlers and children show their parents Minecraft. I don't know, it was very nice to see everyone just sit together and play and enjoy.
That sounds wonderful.
Yes.
Well, let's take a look at what the community has done with what's come out so far.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I cannot actually believe that we like got close to the end and it was like, no, well, time to be blown up by more creepers. They absolutely hate me, these creepers. Oh yeah, Tom, you
That English girl needs to be slapped.
Oh.
Like, oh my gosh! Like,
Like, yeah.
and then like the creeper went boom, didn't it? Like,
boom, yeah, like, yeah.
It sounds so much like Rose from Doctor Who.
Oh, you're going to offend everyone there.
Sorry.
Oh boy. Alright. I see what's going on here.
Turn around and fight.
There you go, Dari.
I'm gonna.
what's this? What's it? Oh, chicken taco! I can't eat it.
Wait, our villager's right there. You are free, villager. Find the caravan of other villagers. Ooh, I got invisibility potion.
와, 맵 엄청 많이 생겼네 이번에. 크리퍼까지 깼고, 늪지, 목장, 협곡, 레드스톤, 광산, 여기 거의 끝판대장.
Holy smokes. In his didgeridoo.
Oh, look! There's a pig. Kill the pig! Get the pig! Red!
That looks so fun.
Yeah, it's so cool to see people have fun with the game.
And it's fun to play and watch.
Yes, I hope so at least.
But this week, you also had another launch.
Oh, this month it's been a crazy month. Like we haven't stopped.
Yeah, that's what work is.
First the creeping winter together with our new
Get off the ground.
daily trials, which was awesome. I hope everyone loved it. We launched for xCloud, so now people can play on mobile, which is
Okay.
so fun. I really
Get in the water.
This week we just launched in China, so now we get to welcome our Chinese friends to the community, and I am super happy about that.
That's really exciting. Well, now we have a question from the community for you.
Right.
You can pick them up.
開発者が想定していなかったファンの反応やゲームの仕様などありましたでしょうか。またマインクラフトダンジョンズの今後について教えてください。今後どのようなコンテンツがリリースされるのでしょうか。ぜひ教えてください。
Oh, he's so cute.
Okay, he kind of snuck 2 questions into that.
Yes, but they were great questions, and thank you for sending them. Regarding the first question, I think we were very excited to see how fast people found the secret mushroom level. Like, I was very confused about it as well, because we had worked very hard on making it very secretive and having little snippets of things everywhere, but players are so smart, they found it so fast. So
I think we've played that.
Mushroom level, go check it out, because it's very fun.
And the second question?
Right. So that's what we are here to talk about today. We're gonna talk about our upcoming DLC that we prepared with our friends at Double 11, and that's called the Howling Peaks. So we're going to the mountains with dungeons as
I
well.
wonder if that DLC is going to be free for us.
Take a look at some live gameplay.
Yeah, let's check it out.
What was that?
We are very lucky today.
New DLC for the dungeons.
Yeah, I
I
haven't
hope
played
so,
much.
because we paid top dollars.
Here's Chris at the PC. Here's David at the PlayStation 4. And at the Xbox One, we have Annika. So we get to show you here for the first time cross-play, which we're very excited about.
What I'm loving is that these are older people. They're not kids.
Yeah.
Coming to dungeons.
Already I see a goat right there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we were so happy. We asked the Minecraft team if we could bring goats to dungeons, and they said yes. So we get to release them a bit first in dungeons, so we're super excited about that. They're equally as mischievous.
So I see a lot of wind coming out of these grates.
Yes. Wind is a mechanic that we're going to explore a lot in the mountains missions.
Huh?
And the players will be both challenged by it and will be able to use it. So the wind will push the player, so you need to be a bit careful, but at the same time you'll be able to use it to solve puzzles, push items, and open doors and stuff like that. So yeah.
That's awesome. What is this we're looking at?
Right, so yeah, our mountains biomes are so tall that the player will need to find new ways to traverse the levels. So that's a mountain lift, and there's gonna be...
So dungeons is kind of cool. It's just
That seems like a really...
I ain't played it for a while. I need to play it again.
I played it a couple of days ago with Pip.
Yeah, I saw them attack.
Yes, they're really...
Yeah, I just haven't played it too much. I need to.
So leave the goats alone.
Yes.
All together to...
That's very important. And as you'll see...
What?
The Iceology...
4 of us need to get on.
Yeah,
We've
yeah,
been
yeah.
a team of 4.
Yeah.
Are very ready for the weather, so they are wearing their little cozy clothes, and they're wind resistant, which means that while the player will be challenged by the wind, the
Dungeon it up, yeah.
These are new mobs called the wind callers, and that's a Ravager coming for the first time to...
Oh yeah, it's all Minecraft, so you can put whatever mobs you want in it.
Yeah.
They're quite sturdy.
What do the wind callers do?
Right, the wind callers spawn a draft of wind right under the player, and they push the player up, so the player gets fall damage.
Okay.
It's very important to deal with them quick or run away, because they're gonna be painful to combat otherwise.
Well, they're doing a pretty good job against these wind callers.
Yes, our adventurers are strong.
Okay.
Ooh.
Anyway, 3
Wow.
Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting one. But so
Oh yeah, I agree.
that all the consoles are working very neatly together. We're super happy about that. It's been progressing very nicely, and we hope everyone can soon play together. Oh, that was an Isologer. I wanted to say, like, that's my favorite mob, but you know, it
But
went
it
too
didn't stay
fast.
around too long.
Yes.
Alright, we're leading up to this big Ravager battle.
Yes. But I think we can let our adventurers deal with the Ravagers.
Not very well.
No. Yeah.
So, with
Ooh,
all
new
of
game
this,
mode.
You also have a new game mode coming.
Yeah, the game mode is coming very, very soon, and it's gonna be
Yay!
for players for free, and that's called Apocalypse Plus, which means that we're making the game just, you know, harder a bit at a time. Yeah.
When you
we're
call
excited.
something apocalypse, it sounds very hard.
Yeah, an Apocalypse Plus means that it gets
Imagine doing dungeons but having a UHC version of it.
That'd be so cool.
to balance, so the challenge is different every time.
But, okay, that's a lot of stuff. You're working on even more new things for dungeons.
We're working on a ton of stuff. I feel we've been so busy. It's crazy. But yeah, we have today a little video with a lot of work in progress. Work in progress, though.
Very work in
Yes. But yeah, I think we should look at the video.
Wait, that's fine.
I'm sorry.
So you forget Minecraft's got Dungeon on Earth, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, that's very puzzle-like, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like the puzzle aspect that you have to go around and trigger certain things before you can do other stuff. It's funny because Pip's never played it, but he's like telling me all these things that I should be doing on it. I'm like, I don't know how to do that. He's like, oh, press this one, press this one. Like, you've never played it. How do you know? Ooh, underwater.
You say underwater, it's the end.
Cool.
I imagine fighting the dragon in the end.
Oh my goodness.
DLC sold separately.
Of course.
One of my favorite things we do at Mojang Studios is Minecraft Education Edition.
She's still measuring those fish.
We're able to learn in exciting and interactive ways using the game as a learning-based platform. Students and teachers in 115 countries around the world are able to collaborate, learn, and share together. Minecraft has always been a way to connect people, and we've seen that now more than ever with Minecraft Education Edition being used in remote learning. When you're in the game, you don't have to feel so far away from your classmates. From creating graduation ceremonies in Japan, to creating first day orientations for American universities, to teachers doing virtual meetups, we've seen students and teachers using the game in incredible ways. Today, we're launching our first ever Minecraft Education Edition Global Challenge for students around the world to build a better world with us.
Over the past few months, we've seen wildlife roam through cities while humans stayed inside. Without cruise ships and ferries around, dolphins visited the port of Cagliari in Sardinia, Italy.
You're putting a portal in the middle of the road.
But what if animals could share space with humans all the time? Today, we're kicking off the first ever Minecraft Education Global Build Championship and asking students around the world to design and build healthy spaces for humans and animals to coexist together. What will you build?
Hey, I'm Ayana. I'm a developer in the Minecraft team. If I were to participate in the Global Build Challenge, I'd build a series of underwater tubes so we could transport things without disturbing the aquatic life.
I've not seen him in ages.
If I were to design a build for the Global Championship, I would make a house with a habitat for my cats on top. And I would call it a habitat.
Ooh.
Nice.
Well, they're too excited, aren't they?
Hmm.
Wow.
Design and build your own solution in Minecraft Education Edition. For the chance to win Mine Coins, awesome Minecraft gear, and a video chat with Mojang Studios. The championship opens today.
There you go,
I'm
Dari.
this is a student, right?
You can register today.
So am I.
Yeah, there you go.
We can't wait to see your amazing ideas, and Chris and I can't wait to see the winner on video chat. We get the awesome prize of chatting with you no matter who wins. For those of you who don't have Education Edition, we have something for you too. Our education team has already added amazing free lessons to Minecraft Marketplace. We've also been working with some amazing educators on a new series about diversity and inclusion coming this fall.
Hi, Minecraft Live. I'm Kenneth Shelton, and along with my fellow educators, Felisa Ford...
That is wearing shorts underneath.
Yeah. Lessons that will help people explore topics of social justice, equity, identity, and tolerance. The first of these lessons is called Good Trouble, and it's based on the life and philosophy of Congressman and civil rights activist John Lewis. The additional lessons continue teaching about social justice from across the world and through time, From Black Lives Matter to Malala's quest in Pakistan to achieve equal education for girls, to the civil rights movement of 1960s America, to the women's suffragette movement, and more. We can't wait to share these important lessons with the Minecraft community.
I'm looking forward to playing through the Good Trouble lessons myself. Together with the Minecraft community, we commemorated Juneteenth with contributions to the Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation, Equal Justice Initiative, and the NAACP Legal Defense Fund. We're proud to continue supporting organizations that fight for equity and equality in the world by making an additional donation today to the NAACP Legal Defense Fund. This brings our 2020 contributions to over $2 million. Beyond this, we continue to look within our company, our products, and ourselves for how we can help create a more inclusive world. Now it's time for a brand new segment of our show. You may have missed our next guest during the Minecraft Update segment, but not to worry. You're about to get some dedicated time with the one and only Jeb. Hello.
Hello. Thank you very much.
It was very different not having you in the Minecraft.
I like his t-shirt.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yes, it's a bit different this year since we always want the ones that are actually working on the features of the games to be the ones to get to talk about them, because we feel that it gets more genuine in that way.
So what are you working on then?
Yeah, that's a good question. No, of course, I still spend a lot of time with Vanilla and Agnes and the team, but I now work with all our products, all our games, and like the board games, and try to support our developers and designers to capture the Minecraft feeling and make them fit together. But honestly, everyone is so talented, so it's actually quite an easy job. But to help everyone, both in Stockholm and in Redmond, I wrote a book, a Minecraft game design book.
Are you trying to sell that to everyone in the audience watching?
No, this is only for Mojang Studios employees. It contains a lot of secrets. But it was helpful when the team grew to kind of explain my thoughts and ideas about Minecraft. And for Vanilla particular, there are some guiding principles that are going to help us continue updating the game for many years to come.
But you did decide to share some today, so people can kind of see what's in the Jeb game design book.
Absolutely. So one of these guiding principles is it maybe sounds obvious, but that is it's always one block at a time. You place one block, you remove one block, you pull one lever, and you trigger one TNT, and of course that causes a big explosion. But at the core, the interaction is always one block at a time. And it's not only important for the way you play the game, but it's also if you're playing together with building
Amen.
and I will be able to observe what you're doing and quickly understand where you're going, and then I can help you. And every
So they'll never be builder swans in vanilla, one block at a time.
templates and such.
Or hammers.
Hammer and lumber axes. That's what they need.
Yes.
Yeah.
Minecraft is a lot about the journey.
Yes.
Shows you how spoiled we all are being modded players.
Yeah.
And you have another principle, but it applies pretty directly to a community question that we have.
No!
Not snowstorms. Ooh.
Aww.
Wow, yes.
Yes. The Chinese community inspired me to try to take on a new language, but I have a long way to go, honestly. But about the question, if we're going to add things like natural disasters, that kind of contradicts one of our other guiding principles that happen, but they're technically the player's fault.
Okay, they're the player's fault.
Yes, in the sense that it was either caused by a player, like a griefer or summoning the wither, or a player was nearby, such as when a creeper explodes. So whenever something bad happens, we want to make sure that the players are either actively taking part of that or have a way to prevent it from happening. And an earthquake or a tornado would obviously destroy something that you've spent hours building.
But there's definitely a few I can think of that maybe fall outside of this principle.
There are still a few cases like Endermen can grab a block and maybe wreck up some redstone, or you can have an unlucky wolf running into your sheep garden. But there's also the worst thing is of course lightning strikes that can set your whole house on fire. But I'm hoping that Agnes and the team may have a plan for that.
Exciting. So what's the last feature you were active in developing?
Yes, the last feature I did was the netherite feature. I thought that was a very important part of the nether update and wanted to help where I can. But I don't want to. Since I'm working with so many different projects now, I don't want to do something halfways and then kind of leave it to the team to fix my bugs. So I try to be a little bit hands off. But recently, I've of course also been working a little bit on making a combat test snapshots.
That leads us to another community question.
Hey, I'm Dan TDM, and I would love to know what kind of combat mechanic changes are being made to Minecraft Java Edition.
That's an excellent question. We currently have a problem that on the two different editions of the game there are different combat mechanics or combat systems, and that's bad both for us as designers that have to take both systems into account, but also bad for the community to have the same experience. So the main objective is to reach parity, but I still want to make sure that we
Thank you.
system that
Where's Daria?
with building that doesn't distract too much from building.
I don't know.
What do you mean, where am I at?
Where are you? This depth that allows
In the water?
design interesting behaviors. Also, I want to make sure that it works good in both player versus environment. That means adventuring and players versus player. And I want to make sure that it feels good playing both with mouse and keyboard. And when you're on a controller, you don't get tired by frequently pressing the trigger. And we also want to improve touch, like the touch experience. So it's a lot to do.
But you said you weren't working on feature development, but
yeah,
you are working on combat?
Yes, I mean, of course, it's a little bit hard to keep your hand out of the feature cookie jar. But in this case, I also felt that this was an area where I could help the team, so they could focus on doing the content updates. But at some point in the future, I will, of course, dump this on the team.
Okay, so exactly what you said you don't want to do.
Yes, and they will have to carry it over the finish line.
Nice. Now, speaking of combat, we just had a really cool announcement about
I've seen that.
and Steve coming to Super Smash Brothers.
Yes, and that is so amazing. And just like I said, like my job gets easier because everyone's so talented. And just in this case, Sakurai-san and his team they really understand Minecraft and have made an absolutely amazing Super Smash Brothers fighter.
And Sakurai has also made a really amazing video for all of us in the community.
マインクラフトライブをご覧の皆さん、こんにちは。大乱闘スマッシュブラザーズディレクター、空の桜井正宏です。スマブラにマインクラフトのダウンロードコンテンツが導入されます。スティーブやアレックスが参戦することが決定し、マインクラフトライブ前に特別
The new Minecraft level on it looks good though.
見ていただけたでしょうか。もしまだの方はぜひご覧ください。スマブラであることを忘れるぐらい、マインクラフトのスピンオフとしても相当にすごい 踏み込んだ表現を行っています。発売ももう少しお時間いただきます。スティーブがマリオと戦う。アレックスがピカチュウと戦う。ゾンビやエンダーマンをアクションゲームで操作できる。リンクやカービィやソニックやロックマンやクラウドやリュウなど有名キャラクターとの共演が楽しめます。そして私も、マインクラフトファンの一人です。マインクラフトライブでの、発表を楽しみにしています。それでは。
That was a really big secret to keep.
Yes, and it was a really hard secret to keep even in the studio because it was super secret. But it has been so much fun to work on.
Yeah, it's amazing to see the community reaction.
There you go.
Okay, so we're gonna switch gears here. You have a sort of famous saying within the office, which is the world would be a better place if everyone played Minecraft. And why do you think that?
Yeah, I suppose the quote has kind of gotten a life of its own.
It definitely has.
But yes, I think Minecraft unleashes people's creativity and helps them collaborate, but also teaches them things like geometry, languages, and maths. So yes, I do think that the world would be a better place if everyone played Minecraft. But I know that you also are very engaged in building a better world.
You're interviewing me now, Jens. Thanks. I mean, I think I feel so privileged to work on Minecraft because of all the amazing things that people do with it, from Education Edition, and something I'm extremely passionate about is Block by Block.
Your DSV.
Partnership with UN Habitat, and it's really helping people reimagine their public space and then have it built.
I love this place. It's such a nice area, but it has not always been like this.
Well, before the area felt very cold and unsafe. Basically, it was just an abandoned place.
Block by Block is a program created by Mojang and UN Habitat where we use Minecraft to help community members redesign their neighborhoods.
Kosovo? I thought it was Kosovo.
Where's Kosovo?
In the,
It was a really cool project because even the little kids like me could help out with make the city a better place.
They got to use Minecraft to sketch and try different.
That is a cool idea.
It was very fun because you felt like to be able to help the city while just playing.
After that, the ideas were presented to local architects and city planners, and later that year, construction started.
It's been 5 years since we participated in the program, and the street since then has become more developed. And
It does look a whole lot better.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed kind of unbelievable that this was made with Minecraft. So seeing my own idea as a kid changing a whole area in my city, it was very special to me. It's unbelievable
Yeah.
that we were able to make reality.
The texture pack's good at the end.
An idea in our computer screen. Finally, decision makers have changed their perspective because maybe they realize that we can make a change.
In a democracy, you want the people who live
Spend.
to be asked about what's going to happen in that community. So
I agree with that. The people in the community actually need to have a part to play in what goes on and how it's built up, because you're going to end up with more pride in that community. People are going to want to look after it.
Yeah, even though it's graffitied everywhere, but it adds to the aesthetic of what it looks like.
So the reaction of the community was great, and to me it was a great feeling which I'll never forget.
I would imagine for that particular place, because it was because it was so cold and because it was so barren, having that pop of colour just brings the life back into it.
Yeah.
And that's what they need. They need their identity.
Yeah.
Kosovo!
Kosovo, apparently.
Using Minecraft.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yes.
Jens, you've 10-year anniversary at Mojang Studios in like 2 or 3 months.
Yes, it's true. Yeah, it has been an amazing journey these 10 years, and I have had so much fun.
I haven't played any of the board games. No.
I bought the Builders and Biomes. What's the other one? I haven't had a chance to play it yet, though.
I bought a card game called Binding of Isaac. Never really played it. Still in its box.
Um,
For Minecraft, it's made a huge difference in my life, and I think many people watching right now.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jens. Last year at Live, we announced the Nether update. Maybe since then you've been wondering about what it was like.
yeah, me too. I'd rather play the real thing.
Our friends at Element Animation.
No, I love
Now they
playing
can
board
recap the
games, so.
New Nether features.
What were they smoking when they thought of this?
Oh. Yeah, we didn't vote on cringe level this year.
No.
It hasn't been too bad so far.
The Striders are cool. I must admit, Striders are amazing.
I think they're kind of dumb looking.
I imagine being able to tame one of them and ride one of them.
That would be cool, yeah.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna be messing with you riding one of them.
The results of the first round of voting are in. The round
Really? I didn't know there was a first round of voting. I didn't vote. Wasn't paying attention.
Moo Bloom's gone.
But sadly, let's all say a fond farewell to the poor Moo Bloom.
Aww.
Forget it ever existed, because it's time to vote again. We are now down to the Isolager and the Glow Squid, and in the first round, they were quite close.
Now they just need to get rid of them two and put hammers and lumberjaxes in the game. It's going to be the Isolager because they want that to go in.
Yeah, let me.
Well, they keep heavily hinting for it. He's the second one to be like, yeah, and I don't want to be favoritism, but I told you. So I reckon that's the one that's gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, I'm Quinn, head of the Marketplace Partner Program, and I'm joined by two of my favorite people.
I would actually like to see what the mechanics for each of the mobs would be. I think that would help make the decision.
Because we vote for the Isolager and it can do ice clouds.
Wow.
Is that it?
Woo!
I'm Jason. I'm a developer in the engine team, and we've been responsible for a lot of the...
Because who knows, you could get the Glow Squid could give you a new thing, or give you infinite something, or infinite breathing underwater, or something like that.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
See, because I think like the voting thing is slightly unfair because we don't know what the mobs actually do.
Exactly.
So we could have voted something out that actually would have been amazing to have in.
Yeah.
So who knows? You know, that cow could have been the better one of the three, and we don't know because we don't know what it did, other than introducing a new flower.
Yeah.
And do something with bees.
Mm.
Oh, look at that. That's what we want, that.
Ooh.
No, go back to that. We want that, more of that. Wow.
Oh, look at that.
What?
Hey everyone, I cannot believe I'm part of Minecraft Live this year. My name is Yasser, aka StarTMA from MC Texels, and we are super excited about the new updates.
Oi, Minecraft Live. Eu sou o Gabriel, diretor da Irim Studios, e a gente tem certeza
Huge.
somos todos brasileiros.
Chicken block.
I'm Vicky, also known as Geeky Pixels from NetherPixel Studios, and I get to spend my days making content and working with awesome people.
Oh, that's cool. What? No one from Iceland?
What the heck are you doing here?
I can hear him.
Is
So what do you have to show us today?
Ow!
The last couple years we've been doing a lot of work with the entities in the game. So this time we've doubled down and gotten it so that
I didn't do that.
items and blocks. So as part of that, I made a custom crop to kind of show off a lot of the capabilities. So over the summer, everyone at Mojang Studios was given tomato seeds.
Oh, we're not getting tomatoes in it.
So I thought that was kind of the perfect inspiration to go make a crop. So you can interact, you can place the seeds, use the crops. See, they're kind of growing. We got a couple of them getting to the flower stage. Got a few now that I can actually go pick. So in this case, I've made them work like the sweet berry bush, where you can just right-click on them. But I think tomatoes.
You can throw them at one another. That's hilarious.
We were throwing them around. It's harmless.
Totally harmless.
Yeah.
He knocked me in the lava.
It was mostly by accident. But tomatoes are actually really fine as well, and if they rot for too long, rotten tomato monster that can spawn from it.
Oh my goodness. That's cute.
That is cute.
But yeah, he throws rotten tomatoes. They don't fly as far as a regular tomato, but they knock you back a lot more. But based off all this stuff, I think tomatoes maybe aren't the best idea. So I'm gonna get rid of all my plants and never grow them again.
See, I agree with you on this one.
But
So all
they're
these,
healthy.
it's true, they are pretty healthy. So with all of these new custom crops, creators can go and make some really cool kind of like farming style maps.
Oh, definitely. So like, I think.
So we're getting tomatoes then.
How they all can kind of come together.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Easy items, or you can make projectiles. But they also have the ability to get events that are fired from things like a tick event. So as that event is fired, you can make the block run through multiple stages of growth, and eventually get to the point where like you can choose like what loot spawns at various stages of growth and stuff like that.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool how you could like interact with them like a normal berry bush, but then get the tomato out.
Yeah, it's just another it's an interactive event that you can key into.
Yeah, and then there's a tomato monster there at the end too.
Yeah, I call him Tom.
Little Tom, it's so cute. It's not even scary, but yeah, it's an example of what you can do with them combining events and commands. That's one of the features that our creators have requested for so long, just having commands to be able to run them when something happens. So now, instead of also, in addition to doing it with actors, you can also do it with blocks and items. In this case, as the flower is rotting, you can disappear that crop and also summon a tomato monster, a tomo monster.
Yes. Well, that's really cool because like I can totally
Getting proper block shape.
all those combinations of features to make
Bedrock is apparently.
cool like adventures maps.
Yeah, like for example, the little adventure that we can show you, where we were going to the desert, and then we found this mysterious golden skull, and also an equally mysterious pedestal in the middle of the desert. So we decided to
Raiders of the Lost Ark style.
Oh, that is cool.
Oh.
Yes, we have a mountain that is hollow, and as the brave warriors that we are, we went exploring, and
No.
we found
No.
creepy monsters inside. Luckily, we have our trusty custom sword to fight them off. I'm not sure if we even survived that.
Yeah, that doesn't seem very safe.
No, not at all.
But that pedestal, I know that's one of the most requested features, block models.
Yeah, so I'm super excited that we finally able to get block models in. It's something we've been wanting to do for years, and we were finally able to
I'm still waiting for the HoloLens thing that they showed off a few years ago.
formats that we've been using
Yeah.
for the entities, so the same tools that people have been using to build custom mobs, they can use to build the blocks with.
Oh, that's cool. So you don't even have to like learn a new skill. You can just continue
It's almost identical.
That's awesome. And then I noticed on the hotbar with the golden skull, there was like a little red triangle. What was that?
Yes, it's a new feature that we're calling item lock. I don't know if you found yourself sometimes just going through some content and you have this special item and then you die and you lose it, or maybe you drop it accidentally. Now we've made it so that creators can actually lock something on your inventory so that when you die or you press Q, it won't go away. That way you don't.
No, because that's
mysterious golden skull to unlock the next stage.
you can yeet yourself off into lava and teleport home quick.
Yeah.
And then I had to go and try and.
You left the game, Dari.
And then when you place the skull,
Apparently so.
Like there's three features to talk about right there. The first one is like we've been wanting to give more power to creators with cameras. And this one is just a small one where we just shake the screen. I don't know if you noticed that one. And then you can help players convey something like there's an earthquake going on, or maybe something is about to fall over you. So you can do that with this new tool.
Or dinosaurs.
Or dinosaurs.
Get a dinosaur steps.
Yes. The second one that we noticed there is structures. You can now place them using commands, whereas before you had to be using a structure block, which is more complicated and time consuming. Now you can do it much more easily. And as part of those commands, you can now animate the structure placement. For those that know this, like the mountain was opening and that was just a structure animating. We provide a couple of effects. One is just like a 3D printing animation, and the other one is.
So this is really for the map makers, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very cool effects.
Yeah, I can see like creators, using those to add just another level of polish to their world.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And then I recognize those scorpions.
Yeah, well, the desert theme, it felt appropriate to bring them back. They've always been one of my personal favorite custom mobs that I've ever built.
Yeah, but after watching that video for so long, I ended up having a nightmare about having to rescue my mom from some like aliens riding scorpions. It was creepy.
I'm sorry, that was not the intention.
It was creepy and funny.
Yeah. Well, speaking of aliens, I know our team put together a really cool sci-fi parkour map that, they made you run through, Jason.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they knew this when they asked me to run through it, but I'm parkour. So it took a few tries to get a clean run through. But
Yeah, you sort of go, yeah, it's easy. What you?
Pretty typical sort of parkour map of running and jumping, but we definitely have some twists up ahead. And here's kind of the first one of. Even I know I can't make that jump. So let's see what's in the chest. And we got a Sliminator. So I'm pretty sure you know what to do here.
Oh.
So now, hopefully, I will jump and be able to clear.
I'd so have that so the stuff slowly turns back to rocks.
Teleport it to next section, kind of make it along, and see what next obstacle we have. So now I know the chests have useful things in them. So we got a Blockinator, and we'll throw that across and get a little platform. Now I can make this jump.
Cyberdog.
I can make that jump. And we got the hot dog, or the cyber dog, and float up. But it poisoned me.
That's
so
kind of
I
cool.
need an antidote to rescue me there. Make across and get through here. Now we got a wall in the way.
So it's a bow, retextured bow.
And insta presto, and get through here. Keep going along. And this should be our last obstacle here. But I can see the teleport pad, but I can't quite get to it. But that shaft up above looks promising, along with the ladder. So let's go up and see what we get here. Fall down. And block breaks. I can get to the teleporter.
You died 86 times.
86 times.
Wow, that's
86
cool.
times.
I love just the aesthetic of that too, as well, like all the art and things. So So those teleport blocks.
So
those
elevators.
are a way to add like another level of
Yeah.
immersion to the worlds you're creating.
Yeah, with data-driven items and blocks, you get so many new events that you can act on. Like, for example, in the case of the teleporters, you can step on it, and then an event will trigger, and you can react in so many ways. You can add particles, or in this case, for example, you run a series of commands that just teleport you to the next area.
That's awesome. And I love the Slaminator, the Blockinator.
Have you not played modded?
I've never seen items do that before.
Yeah, so that's another example of how combining the same tools you can achieve so many different effects. For example, the Sliminator was just using the event and the fill command, right, to replace blocks at the bottom with the slimes. Then the next one, we have the wand, and that one is just replacing blocks with air. And then we also had the Blockinator, which allowed you to walk by placing some blocks, replacing air with blocks. So just by combining events and the same command in different ways, you achieve so many cool effects.
Yeah, so it's just small little simple things you can combine in lots of
Oh,
different
good.
ways. Get a wide variety of results.
Yeah, they should add them to the game.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
That stupid glow squid is still in the lead.
Is it?
Yeah.
In addition to just satisfying hunger like a food normally does, you can add and remove mob effects. So we had the Cyber Dog that gave 3 effects.
So we're gonna get stuck with a lame mob. What does it do? Oh, it just swims around and it glows. Whoopee!
Yeah. Unless it, like I say, it hypnotizes you or it adds hypnotism to you.
Maybe if it dropped glowstone or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so there is the block that was in my way. So we made it.
DSP just wants to have an army of. Or you can make splash potion of hypnotism or something, so it turns like hostile mobs into friendly mobs.
Mm.
That would be interesting.
And when you land on it, we then break the block.
What was that?
Okay.
Was that you, Dari?
Yeah.
What did you do?
One new feature that we have is that on broad text you'll be able to show the names of the players that are of interest at that moment, and also show scores. Like in this case, we were tracking how many times Mayor was dying.
Are you summoning a strike? Ooh. Coming out later for all new players.
Let's see.
Remember, GDL will not be held responsible in the event of a likely death.
Elytra races.
Okay.
Your descent will begin in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so they're just pulling that out of the console editions, yeah.
We know you've waited a long time for this update, and if you thought
Yeah, this is what we want.
features for the caves were awesome, it's time for even more awesomeness. Agnes and Nir from the Vanilla Minecraft gameplay team are here to tell us what else is coming to the caves and the cliffs update. Hello, welcome. How does it feel?
It's so amazing. It's so awesome to finally be able to share that.
They're all so nervous.
It's great, and we have.
Yeah, some people don't like talking in front of a camera or anything, so.
Well, they should learn. I like the warden, that'd be good.
Yeah, I don't think they slept very much last night. And they forgot to bring their hairbrush.
Yeah.
But honestly, I'm not completely sure how that happened. And not just joining Mojang. I'm not really sure how I'm here in Minecraft Live. Because like just last year, I was home, glued to the stream. I had to know what the next thing is coming to Minecraft, and today it's not the only thing to share.
Are you enjoying just setting lightning strikes, Dari?
But yeah, I've been developing games for a few years now.
I got the power.
I've actually worked with this non-profit organization organization called Games for Peace, which is an amazing organization which basically uses games to promote peace. Like he takes kids from areas of conflict all around the world and sits them down to play Minecraft. And sometimes it's kids that don't even share a language, so they can't talk. So Minecraft is the language.
DSP catch.
Minecraft is what helps them connect and get to know each other and creates friendships, right? And it was amazing being part of that.
It's so cool. I mean, sometimes I feel like, oh, I know all the amazing things that are happening with Minecraft, and then you described that to Agnes and I, and we both were like, we've never heard that, and it's so cool.
It's so beautiful.
Amazing.
Absolutely
Amazing.
beautiful. So in this update, you've been really looking at like filling out the caves even more.
Yes, so there are even more things to show. And in the things we showed so far, it's a lot about like improving the journey underground. But of course, we also want to add like new things to find, like new resources. And one of them are crystals.
Cave crystals. Does it sound familiar?
They're so beautiful.
Yes, that the moment you turn the corner and you see that glowing thing, that's so, it's
like
incredible.
The atmosphere in the crystal geode, it's like mystical. Yeah, they're so pretty. And we were thinking a lot about like what is the purpose for crystals in Minecraft. And one thing is like they should have a use, and we will talk more about one of the usages soon. We want them to be quite rare, so when you find them, it's really gonna be like magical, because they're just beautiful. And you know, when you walk on the crystals, you hear these sounds.
Yeah, it's just, we talked before about the pillar of Underground of Marvel. And I feel they're just the perfect feature for that sort of pillar, right?
But you can't just take them with you.
Right. So
Yeah.
you can break the crystal plants we saw in the video, but they actually grow from a very special block. And that block is unobtainable. It's sort of like you think about spawners, right? You cannot just take it and put it in your base. It makes you go and build farms all around your world. And that also encourages you to create tunnels between them and find out ways of transferring those items from place to place. And I just love those sort of features that really encourage other gameplay in the game.
As an explorer myself, I'm very excited about finding all of these. And you mentioned a usefulness to them.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So, from those crystal plants, you get crystal shards items, and you can actually use them to craft a telescope.
Astral sorcery.
That is amazing.
It is. It's such a useful item. Super cool.
Yeah, I can see the use for that on Bedrock, definitely.
You use the crystal shards to craft them, but you also need something more, and that's also a new thing that we added.
Copper. Okay, you can make copper half slabs, but you can't do it with iron.
That's amazing.
Yes, it's new ore. And
Dari, Viking, I lost your voice on Discord.
interesting thing with the copper ore is that it generates in a different way. So normal ores often generate like an ore blob, but copper is different. So imagine that you are out mining and you see copper ore. So you're like, okay, I'm gonna mine the copper, and then you see some stone. It's like, they look a bit different. So you continue to mine, and then you find another copper ore, and you probably go like, okay, I think I found a copper vein. So we're actually adding ore veins to Minecraft. And
like they really add so much to mining. It gets so interesting because it's kind of like following a trace when you mine, and they tie so well to the pillar we have about adding strategy to mining.
That's amazing. And you've personally wanted copper in the game since you start, maybe before you started.
You mentioned it once or twice.
Well, maybe a few times, but yes. So I think I got inspired by the pretty copper roofs in Stockholm, and they are all green because we have so many like old buildings here, and we've actually added that mechanic to Minecraft as well. So, you know, if you place a copper block, it will first be orange, but after a while, a pretty long time, it will turn green, and it's something. I think it's so cool because it actually adds history to Minecraft. Because, for example, if you have a really old Minecraft world, then you can see on like a house and like, oh, the roof turned all green, and then you know that that house has been there for a really long time.
And copper won't only be used for the telescope. You actually have another really cool thing that you'll be able to craft with it.
Yeah. So, Jens talked a bit before.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they did that.
We have in Minecraft, and one of them is that
I wonder if there'd be a way to make it so that it doesn't change either, because if somebody wants the actual copper and not the green copper, yeah, it could annoy a few people.
some even build wall roofs.
Looking at me, it's not at all like the grandest castle in my realm actually has a roof fully built of wool.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
No,
but
we did get fires.
yeah. So to try to help the players with that, we are introducing the lightning rod.
Oh no.
That is very useful for all the wool roofs out there.
Yeah, I think this is a problem that happened to a lot of our players. Even personally, I had this peaceful game that I played with my partner, and it wasn't peaceful. We went out and we were like looking at animals, collecting a few animals to our base, and we came back and our house was gone. And I was quite confused, because I consider myself to be someone who knows a bit about Minecraft, and there are no creepers, there are no endermen, so what happened? We figured that probably a lightning strike hit and burned down the house, and we were quite traumatized because we were not prepared for this. So I think this lightning rod is really going to help with that.
Yeah, now you don't have to worry about that problem anymore.
No, I'm gonna place like lightning rods everywhere on my wool roof.
Good.
Will be perfect.
Good.
Now, you've introduced a lot of things already, and players already have a lot of trouble with their inventory and the amount of items, but you have an idea for that.
Yes. So as you know, we keep adding new blocks and new items all the time, and that do create a bit of an inventory problem. And we're aware of that, and we have actually been thinking quite a lot how we can solve it, because we want to have like a good gameplay solution. We want it to be balanced, and we actually have an item in this update that will be really helpful, and it's the bundles.
Okay, it's just a backpack then. Well, that's interesting. Hopefully they're cheap to make, because it'd be a good early game item.
Yeah, awesome. It's such an elegant solution as well, and I love it. I think we spend a lot of time talking about the inventory problem, and I think one of the biggest takeaways there was that this is not actually one problem. It's constructed from a lot of sub-problems. For example, hotbar management is one problem.
Yeah, shulkers of bundles.
For your huge build somewhere, that's like something the shulkers help with. But I think there is a third sub-problems where every time you leave your base to go exploring somewhere, your inventory keeps getting full of junk. Like, this lot just has 2 flowers. This lot has just 1 seed, right? And I think the bundles are really going to help with that problem.
Yes. So the thing with the bundle is that you can place many different kinds of items in one bundle. So many different kinds of items in one inventory slot. So for example, I can take those 2 flowers and
Probably not.
in one bundle.
I don't think you can place them.
And you can kind of use them like presents too.
Oh yes, I'm so excited about seeing what players do them in like shopping district, right? You can have the bundle of the day, which has a bunch of things with it, or you can have secret bundles where you have 3 of them in a chest, but you get a random one. I think it's really gonna be cool.
Yes, and for example, if your friend has a birthday, you can put like your prettiest item in the bundle because it looks like a gift wrapper, and then you can give it to your friend.
That's so cool. We've talked so much
Yeah.
today on the like really game design side, but how do you work on the art side?
We actually have a very close collaboration with the art team, and it's great.
So my job is basically to get an abstract idea and imagine how it would fit into the Minecraft universe and then start sketching it. So once my sketch is finished, I send everything to the 3D artist that is gonna model it and animate it to make it alive.
My job is to bring sketches to life and make them move in 3D space. To work with a game that has such a special look, it's amazing. It's a challenge, it's fun, it's sometimes frustrating, but it's very rewarding. I love it.
I make the pixel art of the block, and usually when I create a block texture for a new rock type, it's going to be a lot. Like, I'm going to make 50 iterations of one block because I want to make it right. Every block is like a building block for people's imagination, right? So I try to like put a lot of love in each block to make sure that people can create what they want.
So I think my favorite thing about the Minecraft look is that it's very unexpected, very unconventional, and that's where like the special comes from.
Minecraft in terms of game art is special because it has such a unique look and it's very restricted. It has to be 3D pixel art and we can only work within those boundaries. So we have to like think inside the box but also outside the box. I've been working on this exciting new mob. This new mob will be the cutest predator ever existed in Minecraft.
This update is incredible. Like, people have been waiting for this for so long, and we're finally gonna do it.
I hope that the community is really, really happy about it. I hope they have a lot of new stuff to play with, and I hope that they're excited to see some concepts as well.
It's so lovely when you can think about all of the different jobs
Yep.
in game development. I love seeing the artists and developers, and we all, like, across the show, there's so many different types of roles that people have.
Yeah, and it's really awesome to interact with all those roles and have a lot of a back and forth. We're very open in Mojang and getting ideas from all over the place, and specifically working with the art team is amazing as well. You sort of throw one idea to the hair and he draws something and you're like, oh, what is that white thing in your drawing? I didn't even think about it, and it starts so many awesome ideas going. And we even integrated into our prototype process, and actually I think until I saw those sketches by the art team, I didn't really understand what archaeology in Minecraft even means.
Archaeology?
Yes, so we're actually adding a new system called the archaeology system. In this system, you're basically going to find these excavation sites all throughout your world. And you can make this new tool called the brush that is going to help you uncover the mysteries of all these dig sites. So you come to one of these ancient structures and you can sort of use the brush to clear away some of the rubble that may have collapsed in those structures. And sometimes you might even find something shiny inside them. But, and this is important, if you are not careful enough, like in real life, you can destroy that artifact. And when that artifact is gone, that artifact and all the secrets it held are gone forever. But if you're careful enough, if you take your time and you're deliberate, you can get some of those hidden artifacts. And for example, here we got a ceramic shard, which is basically how whoever lived here used to tell and pass on their stories.
I love the story side.
Oh, that's interesting.
We often talk about that we want to deepen the mystery in Minecraft. And when you find these hidden artifacts, you kind of find like connections and hints. And
So obviously you need a diamond brush to do a diamond job.
Yeah.
inspire the players to tell their own stories about their own Minecraft worlds.
Exactly. I think it's going to be really exciting to see what players do with them. For example, here we see an exhibition that someone built for this, where he can compare all the different clues he finds.
Not sure how I feel about that one.
Yeah.
Down here, and he can
That's kind of cool.
what we found with whatever new thing, and sort of try to connect the pieces, right? And here we see those pieces connected in a clay pot, actually trying to reconstruct them back. And you can create that however you like. You can create your own stories, or try to guess how those pieces used to connect.
Yeah. It's also so fun to be very creative with these new pots, because you can put the shards in any way you want.
Exactly, and when you're pleased with your creation, you can fire them up, and you have your own painted clay pot.
It's pretty. So, Nir, is this programming still?
Yeah.
Yeah, the art we're seeing is still work in progress, but I personally like the dragon. I think it's cute.
Yeah, it didn't say programmer art isn't pretty.
Yeah, the problem is the artists are way too good. Right? They just make us look bad. I don't know.
Archaeology is amazing. I mean, the excavation site is so incredible.
I'm so excited about this. I've spent a lot of time about it, and I actually got to do a lot of.
Someone from Microsoft phones you up and you're an archaeologist. You'd be like, what?
And it's been, honestly, I sort of feel like I got so passionate about it myself that their passion sort of stuck to me, and it was so amazing to learn more about this, and I'm really excited to see where it goes from here.
And you have a dev diary coming out on our YouTube channel where you kind of explore all of the archaeology even more.
Yeah, it's honestly really, really exciting. So I had so much fun with this, and I learned so much that I decided that it can't stop with me. So we're gonna do a dev diary when we're actually gonna talk to those archaeologists, and actually we might even get to visit some interesting locations.
That is amazing. Well, it feels very sad.
Give us the new mobs.
Almost out of time, but we've been hinting at.
It's that pink thing.
Like over the course of the show, like 3 or 4 times. So are you gonna tell us about it now, please?
Now we're gonna tell you.
Aloxitotl.
The cutest predator.
Yes! I guessed it.
Yes!
Right.
They're so cute!
Oh, I want one. That's all I'm playing the game for, one of them. But the predators?
Predator. Just look at them, they're different colours. Hello.
They look like newts.
I feel like there's only one sound I can make after seeing that, which is like.
It's so adorable. The axolotls.
How did you decide on axolotls?
So, when we add a new mob to Minecraft, we really wanted to have like its own unique character. We wanted to have purpose. And it's also a very good thing if it happens to be ugly cute. And the axolotl is perfect. It has all of these things. Well, I guess on the ugly cuteness, it might be quite a big emphasis on the cute side, but still. And we actually had a brainstorm in the team. So we were like, okay, we're gonna add goats, but we want to add another animal. And then one of the developers posted like a big picture of an
It's opposite to a goat, completely opposite.
Yeah.
This right now.
It's like the definition of ugly cute. It's like made for Minecraft. Perfect. And then we also found out that the axolotls are endangered in the region.
That would be a good idea, definitely.
Yeah.
It's good to add endangered animals to Minecraft to create awareness around that. So that's also a good thing.
Like with the bees.
Yes, like
The bees with feathers, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the axolotls, as you saw in the video.
Look at them!
And they really add a lot of life to the lash case. And there's also a bucket of axolotl.
They said the predators.
Maybe it eats fish, so if you can't put it in a tank with the other fish.
So when you're walking
True.
around in the lush caves and you see some axolotls, then you can actually scoop them up in your bucket and take them with you. So maybe you build like a pretty aquarium for them in your base, or maybe you bring them to your ocean adventure.
Oh,
Oh, you can find them and they can like. Wait.
oh, it died though and it hit it.
Yeah.
And now I see why
Yes.
you'll ever meet.
Shulker box of axolotls in buckets. The drowned.
and charge into the oceans with them, and they will help you fight various. Well, they'll attack as well, but
Oh, so excited!
and the guardians, and they're actually quite useful when fighting guardians because they have this special ability that whenever they take damage, they sort of play dead, and when they're playing dead, no mob will actually attack them. So they have this time to regen back health and then jump back into the
Wow.
with you. And if you learn how to cooperative
Wow.
really well, they might even heal you during the battle.
So cool. But okay, so you added these two mobs that are like as different as possible with the warden and the axolotl.
Yes. So this update is actually a lot about contrast, which is great because it creates like a dramatic player experience, which is so good. So we're like updating the highest highs of Minecraft with the mountains. We're updating like the deepest of the caves. We had this terrifying warden, the cutest axolotl, and also in the caves, like the lush caves are very light and welcoming, and then
No, the goat can go.
challenging.
I love the fact that they haven't really done much on the goat.
We shouldn't forget the goat. I guess it's in between. It is still very cute, but in between. No one can be as cute as the axolotl.
No, I don't think so.
The axolotl, that's it, it's one.
Tell everyone the winner of the mob vote. Let's take a look
That's
at
quite
some
funky, I do like that.
exciting things that we've
Lush caves are meh. Cave generation's okay.
Yeah.
They just need to die. Oh, they need to die. I'm not sure on that. It's interesting. I like the idea with the veins being better.
Yeah.
Love the roof.
Creator tools look cool. More creator tools.
I just want lots of them.
It looked like it died, but
Before we get to our mob vote, I think there's one more question people are really gonna want to know. When are we gonna get the Cave
What?
Cliffs update?
It's a good question. So we plan to release
What?
and this actually is really good. As I mentioned in the beginning of the show, we really want to have a lot of time to work together with the community to like gather feedback, see all the great ideas, because the community always have so many good ideas. So it feels good that we now have a lot of time to actually work together on this update.
Amazing. And the community decided on a new mob that will enter the game. So which one of you gets to do the honors today?
So I think being a bit mean.
it's gonna be the squid, isn't it?
I think you should open it, Neil. You should announce the winner. Yes.
Why don't you be a stupid glow squid?
You're gonna know before everyone else.
So tell us what it's going to do now.
Please.
No, thank you.
I honestly thought it was gonna be the Isolager.
Now, with the Eluxitotl, might... Yeah. I can see it would go well with the caves. With the Eluxitotls.
Beautiful. Can they be friends with the axolotls?
The axolotls are predators.
You can code it in.
Oh no.
We'll see. I'll talk to them.
Think about it.
Yes.
We have committed to a lot of things, so I think we need to get work.
So we're not actually gonna know what the glow squid is. Brilliant. Yeah, we voted on something that we have no idea what it does. Thank you for that. And that's it. Okay.
Yeah, that was.
No gems were harmed, so we're fine with that.
Wow.
Hmm. I don't know how. I like the Eluxitotls. I want one of them. Can I have one now, please, Dari? Can we go to that shop and buy one?
Only if you've got lots and lots of monies, because we don't have lots and lots of monies.
Yeah. Again,
The
we're
SP's
stuck
just
with
like
the.
silent looking down. He's like, I'll give up on Minecraft.
Why is
Glow
it that
squid.
people keep voting for these lame duck mobs?
Don't say duck. That might be next year.
Don't give them ideas.
Oh my god. Yeah, so next year it'll be the nether chicken or something like that, and yeah.
No, but seriously though, if they actually put out there, this is what this mob could potentially do, then I think it would be easier for people to vote on and to vote things in that would make more sense in the game.
Yeah.
You know, people are just voting on aesthetics, basically.
Yeah, we have no idea, unless they're going off of what they thought it's going to be based on log.zips videos.
And I kind of feel like the things that are being voted in are quite easily forgotten as well. There's no real purpose for the things that we're allowed to vote on.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like, you know, mountain goats, woo, and...
It's okay. I ran past the SP as he was launching his rocks.
You know, like even the phantoms, I kind of get it. It's a way to recharge your elytra. I mean, yeah.
They could have done that with fish.
Yeah, they could have done that with anything.
Yeah, it just somebody voted it in. Okay, well, we got to think of a use for it now.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I feel like it is. It's like they don't bother putting too much effort into it until they know which one it is that they're going to be putting the effort into. Well, I mean,
you think about it. Some of the
Yeah,
other
go on.
things that they talked about, like last year's vote for like the vultures, they talked a little bit about that, and they did put some thought into it, but you know, it didn't get voted in. You know, same with I think the meerkats and whatnot. They did put some
Meerkats
thought.
would be good.
Yeah, but then you know, it didn't get voted in, so now it's just let's just make up something, and then we'll figure it out later on. Why bother with coming up with an idea if nobody's going to want it in the first place? You know.
Yeah, but at least then people know what they're voting for, and if they're not going to be voting for it, then meh,
Yeah.
you know?
Well, again, to me, it's people are going to vote for it because so and so said to vote for it, and that's what I was seeing a lot in the on Twitter. Oh, so and so
Yeah.
said told me that I need to vote for the squid. Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Just because some YouTuber wants a squid in the game doesn't mean that that's what we need.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep,
well.
yep. But I still think that even though people don't necessarily vote for what they put effort into, I still think that there should be effort put there in the first place.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I would love to know exactly what these things do before I voted for it. We saw that with the Isologer, at least. We knew that it was a hostile mob. And
yeah, they seem to put more work into that than the others.
Yeah.
And the people on there were like, yeah, vote for that, vote for it, vote for it. You
Because
know,
they knew we weren't going to get it.
I don't know. We get a squid.
So what do you think the next update is going to be after that one then?
Oh my god. Probably an end update.
I'm thinking it'd probably be a desert update.
Well, that would be nice because that was one of the desert and can't think now. Mesas, yeah. Add in the stuff that should have been there.
Build eye update.
Oh,
What? 256 blocks not enough for you?
Where is he?
Yep. Enderman living his life. But I'm a girl.
Yeah, but I reckon the desert because you got the pyramids and that's it.
Yeah, that's it, and the fountains that do absolutely nothing. You know?
Yeah, absolutely nothing.
Ooh, yeah. Nothing in the desert. There's really nothing in the savannah either.
No, these biomes added and nothing's being done with them.
Yeah. It's all very well adding the biomes, but at least put something in the biomes to make it worthwhile. There being a biome. I think the worst one is bears. Oh my! I think the worst one is the one with the what is it called? The coarse dirt. That one.
Oh, the tigers?
Yeah.
Is it tiger?
Coarse dirt.
Yeah, tiger biome.
Oh, they're so boring, and they're just like an eyesore. Put something there, please, to make it worthwhile it even being there.
DSP's point about being able to use the brushes outside excavation biome, so you can actually make leveled.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
You could add you can actually turn this into like a slight slope here on the beach, for instance.
Yeah, that would look so good.
But it's basically chiseling bits, but for vanilla, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but only being able to take off layers at a time rather than
layers,
individual blocks. But
you still be able to make a nice sort of base.
Yes.
Did you know you've got a little cavern here, by the way, DSP?
Yeah. Yes, I know.
Are you going to do something with it?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's another
A lot
cave
of people-
over on the other side there too.
There's people been on Reddit building like ladders out of blocks and stuff. It's like there actually is an item in the game called a ladder and steps. They make like using vanilla blocks make it so you can go higher and higher and higher. It's just like just steps. Well, that was interesting.
Yeah. All right. Well, and
I-
when did they say it was going to come out?
2021.
2021, summer of.
Yeah, probably in the fall. So, I mean,
You
yeah,
realize this-
we only voted on mountains last year and still don't have them.
Yeah, true. Yeah, we thought we'd give ourselves a little more time to work on them. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's understandable. People are working from home. They're,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to be a little difficult. I know it can be for us with my work. So, okay, everybody, that was it for this year's Minecon 2020 or Minecraft Live, whatever they're calling it. A lot of cool stuff, a lot of stuff as well, at least in my opinion. Yeah,
there's some cool stuff coming.
Yeah. Can't complain about anything that's free to the game, so can't complain about that. Anyways, until next time, this is Desert Rat.
Darianna.
And Viking Gaming.
Have a good one. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.